I have had more and more people reaching out to me for coasters in the past weeks than I have had in my entire life. Heading out to Georgia, here I have 2 sets. This client asked for simple blue and red combo with walnut, so let's get them done. And so to build these, I grabbed a couple silicone molds for coasters specifically. These make it quick and easy to set up and pour without having to build a new mold every time I need to make more. And the best part is, they just peel off when you're done. And for any of you that want to know, I actually use liquid glass epoxy from fiberglass coatings, and I've been using them for a long time, and I have no complaints. But anyways, after pouring these and putting a torch to them, I let them cure for 5 days. As you can see here, I don't need to take a mallet to these molds because they fall right off with a little bit of help of mold release. Also, when mixing small amounts of epoxy like this and you want it to be colored, please make sure you don't add too much pigment to your epoxy. Make sure the pigment doesn't surpass about 8% of the epoxy's total volume. Reason being is because I've made this mistake before, and quite recently actually, and it leads to curing issues. I cannot tell you how many times in the past that my pieces failed to cure entirely because I mixed too much pigment. And another tip for anyone wanting to build these for themselves, always get the most of the heavy sanding and surfacing done before you make the final cuts. It's kind of hard to sand these small hand-sized squares, so better to do it while they're larger rectangles. Here I'm throwing a 1/4 inch round over on both of these, top and bottom. Also making sure that this step gets done before cutting the final dimensions, as it will save me time. Now, when cutting this round over, I find it best to turn down the speed of the router just to minimize tear out, especially with harder materials like epoxy. Now, to cut these coasters out to their final size, I'm going to go back and route the cut edges and then move on to painstakingly hand sand these individually to the final grit. And after that, it's time to buff on and wipe off 2 coats of Odie's oil. This finish leaves a buttery smooth feel when it's all said and done, and I highly recommend you try this stuff out. And speaking of done, these are ready to get packed and shipped out tomorrow. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting. I hope you guys have a good week.